Yes!
Hey, listen!
Hello YouTube, this is Leonhart54, and welcome to my second video of my new channel dedicated to the 90s, 2000s, and today, and I just sounded like a radio station right there. I just want to thank all my subscribers so far. If you have subscribed, thank you very much, and if you haven't, get on it right now. But as you can see, there's a Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack right in front of the camera. Why do you ask? Because the Nintendo 64 is one of the best systems of all time, that is. And I've got a treat for everyone today. I'm gonna go through my entire Nintendo 64 video game collection. What games, maybe you be asking? What am I going to show y'all? No, it is not going to be the ones that you get in the retail sales bin at your movie trading company or store that sells used games like Ken Griffey Jr. 97, because everybody's seen Ken Griffey Jr. 97 100 times at the store. But no one wants those. These are going to be the good ones. And I hope y'all are excited as I am for this. Let's get to it right now. Are y'all ready for the first game? Drum roll, please. Boom! It is Diddy Kong Racing. Now, everybody's gotta love Diddy Kong Racing. Not just the fact that I completely ripped off Mario 64, but the fact that you can fly in it. Next game. Donkey Kong 64. All you gotta do for this game is just watch the music video at the front. Now, I'm not gonna reenact it for y'all right now, but all I gotta say is monkey rap. Next. Paper Mario. This fantastic game. Done. South Park. Pretty good game, pretty much just because it's called South Park means it's a good game. Now I present to you one of my all-time favorites, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I am still waiting on a sequel for this game, and no one tells me that, don't tell me that the Xbox 360 game, Banjo Clunker or whatever it's called, is a sequel, cause it's not. Next up is every 12-year-old's best game of all time. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And yes, it is in the gold cartridge. How did I get this one? Do not ask me, because I have no idea. And next is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I personally like Majora's Mask a lot. I know a lot of people out there don't like it. Please leave in the comments below which game you prefer. Now, I obviously do prefer Ocarina of Time, but let me know what you think of Majora's Mask. And I did just hear that Nintendo 3DS is actually going to be releasing Majora's Mask for it now. So now you get to play it all again. Yay! Next up is Tarak 2. Now, I basically just got this game just because the first one was so badass. And everybody's favorite arcade game, but not really. It is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This game is pretty crappy, but just because it's Star Wars means it's awesome. And finally, actually not finally because I got a bunch left, NFL Blitz. Now, this is the special edition, which apparently the creators and developers just slapped on the special edition tag and didn't really feel like actually updating the players' names, i.e. play the Dallas Cowboys, and Quincy Carter is playing for Troy Aikman. They'll actually call Quincy Carter Troy Aikman. And now everybody's favorite racing game, Mario Kart 64, and they even made an arcade version of it semi-recently. Go out there and play it, and yes, arcades do exist still. Next one, Mario 64. This is everybody's favorite Italian plumber kicking ass. And now, this is my very first Nintendo 64 game that I've ever played is Waverace 64. When I first saw the graphics, which are basically just polygons now, they were amazing. But this game actually still holds up pretty well. As does Pilot Wings 64, my second game that I played on the Nintendo 64. It actually is a really solid game. There's a lot of different stuff to do in the game, but it's a pretty solid release game for the system when it came out. And finally, Mario Tennis. This game is fantastic. It's a great game, still holds up today. Invite some friends over and play it right now. Next up, Quest 64. And don't ask me who Diamond is because I have no idea who Diamond is. Probably a drug dealer. But anyway, Quest 64 tried so hard to be like Legend of Zelda. It failed completely, but actually, if you completely don't compare them, Quest 64 is a pretty solid game. Next one, out of order, Tarak. Now this is a fantastic game. Just look at him, look how you're like, yo, Velociraptor, what's up? And he's about to kill him right there, but they slapped the Nintendo 64 on the knife. So it wouldn't offend parents. Next one. Pokemon Stadium 2. This is a great one. It's better than the first one, primarily because of all the mini games it has. If you haven't played it yet, go play it. By the way, look, it's double colored. Next one, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. This can actually be a great movie. Too bad they went with The Force Awakens. Next one, everybody's favorite pet animal, lizard? Yoshi's Story. The music in this one actually is great, the gameplay was fantastic, and they've done a couple sequels since then. Now presenting the game that caused so many friendships to break. GoldenEye 007. If you don't like GoldenEye 007, if this game wasn't your childhood, then get out right now because this game was fantastic. Now, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Excuse me, I got some fur in my mouth, I guess. This game is so underrated, and it's too bad that I believe it came out in 2001, when that was basically the end of the days from the Nintendo 64 because the PlayStation 2 came out. But Conker's Bad Fur Day is such an incredible game, and basically one of Rareware's last games that came out. If you can get it, I really highly suggest that you get it and play it. Next is an incredibly crappy game, The World Is Not Enough. By the extreme high expectations that GoldenEye 007 set up, The World Is Not Enough is basically not enough. Next one, fantastic game, Mission Impossible. This game is great. 2 words, Ethan Hunt. Next one, Snowboard Kids 2. It is much better than 1. It is an extremely underrated game. I highly suggest everybody play this one because it's one of my favorites. Finally, Mario Party 3. This is the best Mario Party, but leave a comment below letting me know which one is your favorite. The graphics are improved, there's much more minigames, and it's just a hell of a time to get drunk and play it. Next up, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. This is an excellent game which they continued all the way to the GameCube and Wii. This one is an extremely underrated game. Now you're asking, Leonhart54, why would you put Body Harvest in your collection? And the answer is simply, this game is so badass. I mean, look at it. It's a bug right there, and he's taking over a planet or a body or something. Oh my goodness, this is just a great game. Get it right now. Starfox 64. Now, they came out with it for the Nintendo 3DS, I believe. I was trying to find it. Apparently, it goes for $1,000 on eBay right now. Why? It's a pretty badass game, too. The best reproduction of GoldenEye is Perfect Dark. It's like GoldenEye with better graphics. It's a fantastic game too. Play it. The best hockey game for the Nintendo 64 is Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. If you don't like hockey, you will like hockey for at least the 20 minutes that you're playing this game for. And now I've saved the best for last. Drumroll, please. Boom! Wait, Xena, boom! Super Smash Brothers. Yes, this is the ultimate game that kept you up way past your bedtime. This is Super Smash Brothers, and it is basically my favorite one of all time, primarily because it's on the Nintendo 64. Well, there you have it. That is my collection of Nintendo 64 That was my collection of Nintendo 64 games. Those are basically all of my favorite games, but what I want y'all to do is please let me know in the comment section below what is y'all's favorite Nintendo 64 game and why. Until next time, this is Leonhart54. I'll see y'all in my next video.